Ladies and gentlemen, Musical Chairs is on the air.
Artists, songwriters, instrumentalists, producers, sound engineers,
and anyone else in the arts.
Thank you for joining us. On this episode of Musical Chairs, we have a new guest who's sure to entertain and inspire you. Hear their story, feel their passion, and join them in their journey as we put them in the chair. Now please welcome your hosts, Lisa Berry and Eric Lambier.
Hello, America!
Hello!
I'm Eric Lambier, one of your hosts on Musical Chairs, and this is
Lisa Berry,
the other host.
Well, this is certainly a musical chair hop because today's music and what it's about has deep meaning, but it's a different genre than we normally explore.
It sure is, and actually part of it is sit hop, which you'll get to, but it is definitely a different style. We're really excited to have our guest on today because it is a different style, and it actually represents a movement, a conscious movement, and all that, which we'll get into very shortly, right, Lisa?
Yes, we will. That's what I love about this music. So let me start by introducing our guest, who is going to talk about many other guests. Yes, and what I'll do is I'll start off by, our guest today, who is an artist and producer, actually, and so much more. We'll get into that.
Motivator, public speaker, all kinds of things.
I don't know where he creates time. I think he manufactures time to do all this stuff, right? Everyone, please. Drum roll. All right, in the chair today is Mr. Wayne Mouland. And let's tell about his journey. Wayne Mouland's journey began in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, where he was born and raised for 18 years before moving to the big city here, in Toronto, Canada, back in 1990. Having walked in the path of darkness for the majority of his life via drugs, violence, and other criminal activities, he turned his life completely around to one of love, peace, and harmony. Shortly after beginning his enlightenment awakening, he became present and his purpose to spread awareness and value on many topics such as unity, taking great care of Mother Earth, meditation, and the power of a positive mindset through public speaking, mentoring, teaching, meditation, and music, as well as conducting a diverse list of humanitarian activities through an organization he founded called, I love this, Echo Movement. An Echo Movement is a meditation humanitarian group which has worked with many wonderful causes and charities on top of coordinating mass group meditations and environmental cleanups to help raise the vibration of the entire planet.
Love that.
Yes, Wayne is also an author of his first book, Wayne's Echo. I love it too, which is the story of his life journey. So welcome.
Welcome, Wayne.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. Honored to be here on the show. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's why we put the echo on your name there. Wayne.
I love it. It's perfect.
You know what, Wayne? I was so happy to be introduced to you, and I got to give a shout out here to Adrian. Adrian, hello, thank you, Adrian, a persona. Adrian Lauren, a persona, for introducing us. And I, it's always a beautiful surprise when I find out that people like you exist, because you just really are a mentor, and it's a light for so many people.
A friend for so many people. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yes, it is true. I'm very grateful and humbled. It's amazing. It's been an amazing journey.
Aww. So we'll start off just a little bit with the turnaround. You're like, and I just jumping into this because this is not what you thought your life would look like when you were growing up until 18.
Not at all, no. If you had told me, I'd be doing stuff like this 20 years ago, I probably would have laughed in your face. Anything can happen, and, it doesn't, that's another tag in my book. It's called It's Never Too Late, because it doesn't matter what you have done. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's a simple choice to make a change, and your whole life can be different from that moment on.
Yeah, and a choice doesn't take a lot of effort. So just the thought of the choice actually doesn't take a lot of effort, does it? But, the effort really comes in changing either the people you hang around, your environment that you're involved with. That's the difficult part. But the actual choice part, it's pretty easy to go, I'm going to change. So.
Yeah, it's one thing to make the thought, and it's another thing to follow through with the actions.
Exactly.
But I grew up in a beautiful, wonderful, amazing home. I have great parents, amazing parents. I had nothing to blame or put any effort, any direction in that direction. But I was in a rough neighborhood, and it was back in the when hip hop and rap first came out, and it was going towards the gangster style rap and whatnot. And that, I believe, was, although I take full responsibility for all my actions, that music was a tremendous, huge player in, the direction my life took. And that's why that, I'm very into doing conscious hip-hop, we call it. And spreading the message. It doesn't always have to be about, guns and drugs and gangs and stuff like that. It can be about anything. And just the word rap itself stands for rhythm and poetry. So it doesn't even, it's rhythm and poetry. That's what rap stands for. So
I did not know that.
A lot of people don't know that. It's true, right? R&B is rhythm and blues, and rap is rhythm and poetry. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. It's a very interesting thing that nobody talks about. There's a lot of those. But getting back to my history, like using being around the wrong people, and them being around the wrong people, and the whole chain of events, the music, everything that I was consuming on all levels. Food. I was ingesting drug-wise, alcohol. What I was listening to, what I was watching, all these different things together helped guide the path, down that path, which when I moved here, I brought that energy with me and continued on an escalating criminal career, basically, if you will, from there. And it took about 33 years for me to finally click it in. I was eventually looking at some serious charges that came my way, and it was from anywhere from 12 to 15 years they were looking at.
Wow.
And I had 3 children, beautiful, amazing children, and I did at that time also, and that was the eye-opener for me. It was kind of the catalyst where I just couldn't understand. I guess I did some crazy things, and I was violent and did a whole bunch of other stuff I'm not proud of, but even at that time, I was still a good dad. And I couldn't believe that, I had put this situation here on my plate that, my kids may not have me in their life for 10 years or more. Why didn't I think of that? And that was kind of the spark that lit the fire of, wait a minute, what the hell am I doing? This is crazy.
Right.
And that's where I used some prayer to, I prayed to get me out of this situation. What do we always do? What's always one fall back, right?
There's no atheist in a foxhole.
I reached out in prayer, and lo and behold, my prayers were answered. And in my prayer, I made a promise. I vowed to not only change my life, but help change the lives of others. Now, I didn't know what that looked like or what even that meant at that time, but that was the promise that I made. And I, lo and behold, did eventually beat those charges and walk away a free man from that point.
Wow.
And that was the beginning of the transformation.
Well, why don't we segue into the first theme song first?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and talk about this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking here.
So everybody, I just wanted to say this. This is the theme song for the Echo Movement, which Wayne Mouland has put together. We're going to talk about how that even happens with this one change and one choice of turning your life around. So everybody, enjoy the theme song for Echo Movement.
On Musical Chairs.
There is something inside of me that is a calling. There's something moving the pieces around that is bigger than who I am and what this ego of mine says. That inner drive, that part of us that says, this is what you're here for.
Take me away to a city where there's no pain. The love is it's like unfortunate circumstances, they teach you the how. To look at every heartache as the route to a solution. Your mindset determines the reasons you'll do things. Your soul is the gateway that inspires improvements. Your body's the vehicle that causes the movement. Now you have the formula, just put it to work. And yo, evaluate your essence and acknowledge your worth. They say the higher the frequencies, the higher the echo. If there's something you need from me, just try to say hello. Keep in mind that the need is creating resistance. Fortunately, there's no need in our existence. Communities are flowing with the essence of purity from the people that are leaders that have reached the maturity. Follow the patterns and you'll find the security. And knowing that we got this locked till eternity.
Most of my life, I had it twisted. The truth was always there, but I kept going, I resisted. A path through the darkness was all my education, until I changed my life and then I started meditation. I opened up perspective to receive my reflection, an attitude of gratitude, a whole new direction, being present in the moment. This life is a rehearsal, it's in every human being. These laws are universal. Be aware of your attitude and presence of vibration, and elevate the light of your soul's illumination. Echo love to all that is, all things in creation. We can change the world with some love and meditation.
High vibrational frequencies can illuminate magic. There's a shift that is happening and it's something ecstatic.
Nature is bliss, nature is life, nature is all is precise. One love, y'all. To a city where there's no pain, the love is forever with you. Take me away to a city where there's no pain, the love is forever with you. Take a look all around you, you'll see that there's people that are looking for acceptance and ways to be equal. There's a method to discovering the art of fulfillment, and you'll discover it the second that you give it permission. I'm saying it being the gifts that exist in your soul, the essence of desire that'll give us all goals. The presence of what's higher is what makes us a whole. It's like putting out a fire and rebuilding a home. And yo, fresh starts, new beginnings, seeing the light, while creating the empowerment to tackle the night. Darkness exists in the presence of acceptance. Light will persist, photons relentless. Calculated thoughts are created through these rituals. Thinking is a habit, so it's bound to be habitual. Feeling is a power that exists beyond the physical. Doing is an act and it's all metaphysical.
All of us have these enormous capacities, these powers to be able to heal ourselves and to heal others, to manifest what it is that we want to place our attention on, to be able to create massive changes in our world, to bring peace to a place where there's so much violence and hatred. The Dalai Lama once said that if we could take every child on this planet at the age of 5 and teach them to meditate for 1 hour a week, we could eliminate all violence that exists on our planet in one generation.
That is such a striking statement to end with.
Well, that absolutely is. That's amazing.
Yeah, that says it all. I really, that's Wayne Dyer speaking in the clip there.
Yes, I recognize
the late, great Wayne Dyer, yes. I listened to his stuff. He was one of the first people I listened to once I made my shift into the whole meditation energy, experience.
Wow.
You know, Wayne, I want to ask you, because meditation is a big thing here, and I love, like I said, like if everybody would just meditate and go inward and clear those thoughts, just to get away from the resistance, because life gets hard, as you said, right? You're in that environment. Who's singing or rapping with you on that track?
That's one of my brothers from another mother, Marcos Mendoza. Yeah, he's an incredible artist as well.
Okay. And who wrote the? Is that him singing too?
No, that came from the studio. That's a girl from the studio where we got the beat from. So we both wrote that track in a couple days. We wrote that track.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was written and recorded in like 2 to 3 days.
Wow, a lot of the good stuff usually is to sort of get it done, get it fast, and to get the energy of the song, right?
Yeah. it was an amazing experience.
I wanted to share with everybody that as we get through listen to this show with you today, we're going to be hearing one of your meditations. So people just hang on and stay tuned, because we will be walking through just a nice little one, like a 6 and a 7 minute meditation that Wayne has provided for us, so that we could experience what that's like. And my big question was about this echo movement. I mean, you have so many people on board. Is that what it is? The energy just gets going and people are attracted to it, or do you have to go out and come on, join my movement?
Well, that's a good question. What I did was, a couple of years ago, I started a group on Facebook, and this is when, shortly after I found meditation, because it took me about 5 or 6 years after I made my shift from, the criminal lifestyle to eventually where I ended up finding meditation, which is a funny story, but that was a pinnacle time in my life. And I started the group, and I put 200, I had a lot of friends back then as well on Facebook, and I put 200 people in the group who I felt would resonate with it. They were into meditation already. They were into yoga and whatnot, very into energy and stuff like that. So I put that 200 people in the group who I felt would resonate from it, and then I just continued to, I made it public, and it was all about peace, love, and positivity, and, people would just post positive things and uplifting, inspirational stuff there, and it just continued to grow. I didn't really do any kind of promotion for it or anything like that. We just did what we were doing, and it just eventually grew.
It's like attract like.
Exactly. Well, and speaking of that, we've got to shut off the commercial, but everybody just knows what happened there. You know what? The next song we're going to play is, the title of it is so in alignment with how your group grew. That was hard to say. So when we come back from commercial, we are going to listen to another amazing song, but in showing just how like attracts like.
Perfect.
So come back, folks, on Musical Chairs with your host, Eric Lambie and Lisa Berry, and we have our very special guest today, Wayne Mouland.
Conscious media for conscious minds. OMTimes.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organization, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Long ago, you wouldn't think of galloping on a horse while doing calligraphy, and you wouldn't have attempted to ride your bike while typing a letter. Yet you think you can safely operate a multi-ton vehicle while texting? Behind the wheel is no place to multitask. If you want to BRB, drive now and text later. Lives depend on it.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Musical Chairs.
I'm your host, Eric Lambie.
And I'm your other host, Lisa Berry, and we have...
In the chairs today, we have Wayne Mouland.
Woo! Yay!
Hey.
So what we wanted to do was introduce our next song today, and Lisa has it written down here.
I do, and why I thought it was so perfect, Wayne, to match up with just talking about the Facebook group and how this started, because The title of the song is You Are a Star, and it's with Nico and Tarek. And you can tell us who they are after we play the song, but I thought that about You Are a Star, I mean, that's why people joined the group, that they felt the shininess inside them and went, yeah, I can be here. I want this. So I felt that was really good.
You shine like a star for sure.
Yes.
Perfect.
So, Wayne, we're going to play this lovely song. Well, fun song. Lovely is probably not a good word that those guys would go, lovely.
They would love that. Trust me. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, good. Well, then here. Lovely rap playing for you. You Are a Star, Nico and Tarek, and we'll hear about who they are when we're back after the song.
On Musical Chairs.
You're the brightest star, shining bright at night, illuminate the skies. Our goddess in disguise, but we barely recognize. All we see are scars and we believed in all those lies. But how long do we climb, falling every time? Gotta get back up, cause now it's time to rise. Now it's time to shine, now we realize. Open up your eyes, you are the spark of the divine. Has anyone ever told you that you're a miracle? Let go of the old you, become more mystical. A body in the spiritual, you are magical. An old soul who's been here many times before. A portal to heaven's door, a truth that we ignored. It's known but never told, what are you holding back for? Break through all those glass doors, I know we feel like actors, but be yourself and send fear, running through the back doors. Than you even think you are, you're stronger than you even think you are. You're wiser than you even think you are. Know the truth, boy, you are a star, are a star, are a star, are a star, no matter who you are. You're wiser, you are a star, you are a star, no matter who you are. I am resilient, I am persistent. Spirit is insisting to keep me uplifted. I am so gifted, I am so bliss-filled. Let go of resistance, don't get it twisted. I know who I am, I've come from afar, away galaxy, and I've come to play my part. In sync in harmony, like the strum of the guitar. Another part of me, we are one and not apart. Life is a movie, and you're the star actor. You are the master, write a new chapter, fill it with laughter, no need for plasters. Let your wounds breathe and they will heal faster. Trying to make sense of all of this nonsense. My heart is my guide, intuition my compass. Take a look around, see angels among us. We are infinite, so nothing can stop us. Than you even think you are, you're stronger than you even think you are. You're wiser than you even think you are. Know the truth, boy, you are a star, are a star, are a star, are a star, no matter who you are. You're wiser, you are a star, you are a star, no matter who you are. How you letting anybody make you believe that you don't got everything you need inside of you, deep within, flowing through your veins like it's always been. I know it's not easy, but you gotta understand, you are the man, you are the brand. All you've been lacking is tactic and plans, even though you can rock mad shit on demand. Cause it takes a little more than you think you know. Listen to me carefully, I am your soul and I know what it's gonna take for you to grow. Just trust in yourself and please let go of all this shit that you did. It is what it is. You were just a kid, so don't confuse it. It's time to live. You were born to perform, blessed with so much to give. I know you're bigger than you even think you are. You're stronger than you even think you are. You're wiser than you even think you are. Know the truth, boy. You are a star. You are a star. No matter who you are. You are a star. You are a star. No matter who you are.
Welcome back to Musical Chairs, ladies and gentlemen. That was Tarek featuring Nico. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. And You Are a Star, correct?
Yes, it was. Wayne, we were going to ask you, so was it Tarek's song, and it was featuring Nico, obviously, so did Tarek write it, or did they co-write that?
They probably co-wrote that. Those guys have been working together for years. I met both Nico and Tarek early in my journey, in my spiritual journey, and this is a testament to the fact that what you are giving out, you attract. Because I remember when I used to be in the criminal lifestyle, I used to meet criminals everywhere, and once I did the shift and changed my my inside, my soul, my spirit. I stopped seeing them everywhere I went. I would meet them everywhere. All of a sudden, after I'd made the shift, I began to meet beautiful, amazing people like Nico and Tarek and so many others from that same point. And I don't meet the criminal people. I go to the same places, but I never see them anymore.
Wow, I guess that's what you concentrate on, right?
What we focus on grows, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? I do have Nico's bio here, and I think it's really important that I do read it because what you just talked about, where your attention is, he talks about it in his bio. So now I have to read it, if that's okay here.
Oh, no, that's absolutely. He does some wonderful stuff with Fit Hop, so yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. And you said, okay, perfect. So Nico is the definition of a Spartist, and it's highlighted with art in there. I love that, Spartist. He is an interdisciplinary artist and peaceful warrior on a mission to inspire and empower. He founded the Spartan Productions as an independent Toronto-based music label that represents and showcases artists devoted to their preservation and collaboration of socially conscious music. And he's in the right place. Using the power of song and spoken word poetry, Nico addresses core issues jeopardizing creative expression and having a healthy sense of self-identity and worth. He is the founder of FitHop, F-I-T space H-O-P, everybody, teacher-led exploration of the human body, mind, and creative spirit. Its power is experienced in a group context as integrating movement, music, and message. Through FitHop, Nico has redirected his own ADHD, renaming it Attention Dialed into Higher Dimensions. I love that. Wow, pretty cool. And he recognizes that everyone has some kind of restlessness that can be channeled into meaningful and aspirational living. That is my favorite line of all time right now. And he offers workshops in schools around the world and is currently developing a teacher protocol so that other like-minded, like-spirited, and gifted individuals can become leaders and teachers in this movement. Oh, my God.
Wow. So am I led to believe that FitHop he does some dance with it, or?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a combination of dance, yoga, gymnastics. He's very athletic and flexible. You wouldn't believe it. He'd be another guest to have on your show as well.
Absolutely. That sounds really interesting. I've never heard of that.
And then I get to read the bio all over again. Yay.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, moving into, because there's so many ways. I love that he's mentioning that. You know, it's how we look at things. It's where we put our attention. It's how we move in our environment. And you, Wayne, actually do meditation. And so we will be playing one, and I want to squeeze it in, and we might have to push that commercial a little bit. But yeah, but it's just, Wayne, can we do the meditation with everybody? Just we'll warm them up. Then we'll have to scoot into commercial. When we come back, we can just chat with you about the meditation.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, everybody, please enjoy this lovely meditation. Get into your space. Keep quiet. Close your eyes. Keep them open and enjoy. By Wayne Mouland on Musical Chairs.
Welcome to this Echo Movement Meditation for Beginners. Find yourself in a comfortable position, in a quiet space where you won't be interrupted, and just become mindful of your breath, following it in through the nose, feeling it flowing into your body, and following it all the way out as you exhale. Deep, mindful breaths, placing all your focus upon your breath. Feeling it as it goes in through the nose, down through the throat, into the chest, stomach, and following it all the way out as you exhale. Each breath feeling more and more relaxed. Exhaling all tension in your body. Breathing in pure relaxation. Focusing on the peaceful breath. Inhale peace and exhale any tension. Each breath feeling more and more relaxed. Feeling the muscles in your body letting go. Breathing in healing energy. Feeling a nice sense of gratitude. Again, focusing on the breath, inhaling through the nose and releasing all tension as you exhale. Stretching your head to the sky, remaining mindful of your posture. Feeling your body expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. Present and mindful on the breath. Following it in and following it out. Just allow yourself to fall deep into this state of relaxation. Each breath feeling more and more peace and relaxation. Allowing any thoughts that come into your mind to just drift away with your breath. It's as if your breath is gently blowing your thoughts away. I want you to feel any sensations in your body. Bring any awareness and presence to any tension that's left in the body. Just allow stress out of your body completely now. Nice mindful deep breaths, inhaling relaxation and exhaling gratitude. Remaining in this beautiful state of relaxation, you can allow your mind now to wander and drift into any visualizations you wish to focus on now. What do you see? How do you feel? This feeling is only a moment away, only a meditation away. Namaste.
Oh, that was, it's so relaxed.
Beautiful.
Wayne, that was gorgeous. And thank you for doing that, because I know that you usually do much longer ones and people can really get into it. And you did that one especially for us. And I wanted to say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure and honor. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, we are going to sneak away to commercials. But when we get back, my goodness, there's just so much more to squeeze into this hour. So everybody come back to listen to Musical Chairs.
With Wayne Mouland and your host, here we are on Musical Chairs.
Conscious media for conscious minds. OMTimes.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organization, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at OMTimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience in all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Long ago, you wouldn't think of galloping on a horse while doing calligraphy, and you wouldn't have attempted to ride your bike while typing a letter, yet you think you can safely operate a multi-ton vehicle while texting? Behind the wheel is no place to multitask. If you want to BRB, drive now and text later. Lives depend on it.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to Musical Chairs. I just want to say,
heart, so you can always use a heart, not just a thumbs up. So,
and subscribe too, by the way. Subscribe to us.
Yes, we love your subscriptions. And you know what? Actually, that's interesting. You just said subscribe, because really, Wayne, when one decides to start a movement, we want people to subscribe to that movement because it really aligns with them and they can make more of a difference. So,
it's a new way of thinking.
It's a new way of thinking. So, Wayne, when you started this, you made some promises. You are following through with those promises, and then you started, I love that, started attracting the people that were in this. And because we're going to be listening to one of your good friends, Kid Foreigner. I'm saying that right? Woohoo.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'll let you say it. And how did you attract him? How did that come about?
Al, that's a good question as well. Again, it was just basing back on that topic I touched on earlier, where you attract what you give off, what you put out. And I went to a couple of spiritual events in the downtown Toronto area, and it just began happening organically. Every day I would meet more and more people, and people, who I met would say, "Oh my God, this is going to resonate with him or her," or "Let me put you in touch with them," or this or that. So it just grew organically from that point. I put myself out there everywhere. I went to so many events, did a lot of live videos on Facebook and stuff like that. Really utilized social media in that regard. So that was pretty much how it began to spread. Now, I got up to about 1,000 members. Wow. And a friend of mine called me up and he said, "Listen, I have this homeless girl. She has an interview next week. Do you know if anybody her size? Can we, help get her some clothes?" So I put a post in the group. There's a Facebook group page. And I put a post in the group, and in 3 days, I just said, a friend of a friend, down and out, needs our help. What can we do? And a few days later, my whole garage, my house was full of skids of all kinds of stuff. So that's how we got involved in working with different charities and different organizations, such as Feed It Forward, feeditforward.ca. We help feed homeless people and people with food insecurities at the same time as we rescue food that was destined for landfills. So we're feeding two birds with one seed, I like to say.
Oh, yay! We love that.
Yes, and then also another organization called $1 Million Smiles. We build playgrounds for children with terminal illnesses, and we surprise them in their backyard. Oh. We have built almost 80 playgrounds this year alone.
Oh, my goodness. That's amazing.
And $1,000,000smiles.ca is the website.
$1,000,000smiles.ca.
Yeah.
We're putting all these links on the site as well, because you just mentioned, so Feed It Forward and $1 Million
Smiles. They're both .ca, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I'm on the board of directors for Feed It Forward and heavily involved in $1 Million Smiles. Absolutely love $1 Million Smiles. An amazing organization. Oh. And then during that time, I started doing live meditation shows. At first, I called it Let's Meditate Together. And months ago, I changed the name to Conversations and Meditations, which is Monday nights at 9 o'clock live on Facebook at Echo Movement, the Facebook group. And it's just I have a special guest. Usually, it doesn't matter what they're into as long as it's beneficial and uplifting and inspiring. Mm-hmm. We have a conversation, and then right after our conversation, we do a meditation. I guide a meditation, or sometimes my guest does. And, it's usually linked to the topic that we discussed.
Awesome.
It's a way to pull everything together and help. And you're having fun, too. Like, I know you're having fun, Wayne, because you sleep so little, and yet you just keep going. So I know fun is energizing.
It is totally. And, meditating, too, on a constant, consistent basis, I find does give you the opportunity to function very well with limited sleep. I noticed that is one of the many benefits of meditation.
Well, it's supposed to rejuvenate, and I guess that's what it's doing for sure.
Yeah, it's just like restarting the computer. It's the same thing.
Well, you know what? What a perfect segue into this song title, because it's called Life.
I love this song. This is one of my go-to songs. Oh. When I need an energy boost or a little mood shift, I play this song.
Oh my gosh, okay. Amazing. Okay, so everybody, this is Kid. Oh, you pronounce it. No, wait, you do it.
This is my old friend, and I knew Kid. His name is Kid Foreigner, and Kid is a reggae / hip hop / with a little soca twist artist. He's coming out with a new album soon. He's working on it right now. But I knew him back when I was the different person, and he has made tremendous shifts as well in his life as well. So this is Kid Foreigner, everybody. Check it out.
Ooh, Life.
On Musical Chairs.
Well, we all live life, and sometime it's hard. Yeah,
But you have to know something. Remember this. Sometimes life may be rough and sometimes it may be hard. Still me know life is not easy. Trust me, believe me, I just a hustle a go on. Still I carry on. And even though I know struggle me got through, me still can't make no excuse. Me have to just go on live my life and give thanks every day. And do what me they have to do. So me go say, I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna enjoy every day. Cause there's no other way to live it. So I'm gonna embrace mine. I'm gonna take it as it comes. Cause there's no promise for tomorrow. Life, remember life is what you make it. Life too precious for wasted life. You better make sure you embrace it. Life, cause even when it's hard we have to face it. Life, you still can't fulfill your dream. Life, positivity and where you have to pray. Life, and faith, focus and believe. Work hard for where you want no matter how it may seem. Cause I want life you have to live it up. And even when you feel stressed you have to try, don't give it up. And come out is not enough. It's like captivity we have to bypass the handcuff. That's right, just take me advice. And no let no negativity stop you from strife. The trials that we face with them are part of life. So believe in yourself because the limit of the sky. So I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna enjoy every day. Cause there's no other way to live it. So I'm gonna embrace mine. I'm gonna take it as it comes. Cause there's no promise for tomorrow. Life, we have to give thanks to the Father for the blessings and all that you do. When you feel like life I get harder, give thanks cause you carry me through. Your life, so make sure enjoy it. And live up every day like you lost. And nobody destroy it. And give thanks to everything that you have got. Nobody make nothing stress you. You have to make sure you're strong when life ready to test you. Stand firm and you get through. Cause you can enjoy your life till your last breath left you. That's right, just take me advice. And no make no negativity stop you from strife. The trials that we face with them are part of life. So believe in yourself because the limit of the sky. So I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna enjoy every day. Cause there's no other way to live it. So I'm gonna embrace mine. I'm gonna take it as it comes. Cause there's no promise for tomorrow. Sometimes life may be rough and sometimes it may be hard. Still me know life is not easy. Trust me, believe me, they are just a hustle a go on. Still I carry on. And even though I know struggle me go through, me still can't make no excuse. Me have to just go and live my life and give thanks every day. And do what me they have to do. So me go say, I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna enjoy every day. Cause there's no other way to live it. So I'm gonna embrace mine. I'm gonna take it as it comes. Cause there's no promise for tomorrow.
Still snapping away.
Oh, there's rhythm in this song. That's amazing.
Wayne, I gotta tell you, everybody knows I'm a cat lover. So I host at my house every Friday night, just for me and the cats, a Friday Feline Fiesta, and I was like, okay, that one's going on the playlist.
What amazing.
Yeah, she does some weird things with the cat.
Yeah, that's an amazing track.
That's another show.
That's another show. So, Eric, you have a question about helping?
Oh, what I was going to say was if you have, first of all, a little bit of advice to throw out there to people that perhaps need a boost, but also can they join a group if they need a boost or maybe they want to help out in different ways? I guess any of those websites you said, if somebody's got stuff they want to donate or...
Absolutely, yes. And we have a website, echomovement.ca.
Okay.
ECHO, of course, movement.ca, and you can join the volunteer team there, as well as joining the volunteer teams at $1 Million Smiles or Feed It Forward, or any of the other charities that we work with. And you can go on Facebook, friend me on Facebook. I'm actually going to start a second page. I'm at 5,000, but I'm going to have another page, so you can still friend me on Facebook, and then join the Facebook group, Echo Movement. And it's filled with nothing but love, peace, positivity. It's very uplifting and inspiring, some of the stories and some of the posts that people leave there. It's full of energy healers. Nico and Tarek are energy healers as well. So it's just that's a great way to get involved in any one of these groups. And even if you're not in the GTA, excuse me, there's many communities and many different organizations that are doing amazing stuff. All you have to do is have that intention in your heart, and it's almost like these things will find you.
Right. And is that how they would get a hold of you to say if you to come do a talk somewhere, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. Yes, I do public speaking as well, and people could reach out to me at echomovement.ca, or they could even email me at echomovement1@gmail.com. And that's an easy way for people to get a hold of myself. And if they need any direction to a different space for whatever's better for them at the time, I can direct them to so many different people in our network here who do amazing things with people.
Just an interesting question. Do you ever do a talk using, say somebody says, well, it's pretty expensive to fly you over to whatever. Do you do a talk like through Skype or anything like that?
Absolutely. I actually have a mentoring program as well that I do with people, and it's pretty much everything that I've done to make the transformation that I have within myself put together in a 8-week program. It's called TEAM. It's Transitional Energy Alignment Mentoring Program.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes, and it's Join the Team, right? And I do Zoom calls and Skype calls and whatnot for people who are not in the GTA. If you're in the GTA, we can get together live physically at a different location, whatever is better for either one of us. And so it's either you can do it live and in person, or if you're not in the province or country, yes, we can do stuff like that as well.
So thank you for creating that, and with such fun acronyms. I love all these. But so everybody listening, this is really, a couple things, Wayne. Just as we're going to close off, and we're going to play Nico's A Soul Vacation as we leave. But everybody, I just want to highlight for both Eric and I are inviting anyone right now to hear this. There is a man who grew up who took total responsibility for the choices he made in his life. I love that you said, I can't blame my parents and this and that, but there was just things that showed up. I chose one road, and I decided it wasn't taking me to where I wanted to go. So you can literally come back from any road. It doesn't matter where you've been, and you can make it. So.
It's all a choice. It's all a shift. It's going to be difficult. Nobody ever said that it was easy, and it's not going to be easy. But the fact is, life's never easy, but you know what? It is what you make it. And Wayne's a perfect example of what you make it.
I appreciate that.
First of all, thank you for all you do in the community.
Yeah.
You're very most welcome. I appreciate that. There's one thing there's a couple of last little things I'd love to say here.
Yeah.
Meditation is the best medication.
Oh.
And our Savior is always in our behavior.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely. And let's keep it clean. Another facet of Echo Movement is to, like we talked about earlier, take great care of Mother Earth. We do monthly global cleanups where if, we have a couple of events here in the GTA, people putting them on in Montreal, Nova Scotia, different parts of the world, in the U.S. We actually would love people to get involved in that as well. We just get out, we make a party of it, first Sunday of every month. We get out there, we do some yoga, some meditation, and we clean up Mother Nature.
Wow,
it's an amazing thing to do.
I love that. I love it. It's
great. It's called Echo Movement Global Cleanups, and you can do it anywhere. We encourage people to just go and do a cleanup on that day, no matter where you're at. Post pictures and video on social media, hashtag Echo Movement Global Cleanups.
Oh, thank you so much, Wayne, everybody. Wayne Mouland, and we're going to part ways with a perfect thing, Soul Vacation by Nico.
So thanks for joining us on Musical Chairs. Subscribe to us on any of our podcasts, on any of the streaming services. And once again, thank you very much, Wayne Mouland. And thank you, Lisa.
Echo Movement. Okay.
Thank you both so much.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone. Listen to Soul Vacation.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everybody has that place that they like to go. That place they feel comfortable and whole. Well, this is the place that I like to go. Check it out. Yeah.
She's my inspiration with a wild imagination. She's in my creation and with me in meditation. She never
never lets me down, makes me wear my crown, takes me to another place where I hear the sound. She makes me sing Om Namah Shivaya, Vaya, Vaya, Om Namah Shivaya, come back to the sky. And I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back to take this track to the galactic center. I think it's time for another adventure, a new dimension I enter. Om Namah Shivaya, Vaya, Vaya, Om Namah Shivaya, come back to the sky. She's my medication, takes me on a soul vacation, shows me pure appreciation, and makes life a